are powerful, okay? You are loved, and you have the ability, okay, to walk in the power of forgiveness. Forgive yourself for not showing up for yourself. This is the day that the Lord has made. Come on, rejoice and be glad in it. Listen, friends, I appreciate each and every individual that come here and that understand that the power of prayer is good and it is powerful, and God know what to do and know how to do it in timing and on timing. It's the secret things that belong to the Lord. But let's talk about this particular message today. As I was preparing myself to come here and to show up, okay, and to deliver, okay, what the Spirit of the Lord put in my particular spirit to share today, because I understand that this message is for someone, whether or not you quietly watching or whether or not you are just, strolling through. But forgive yourself for not showing up for yourself. Friends, I want you to know that that inner work that you have started, that inner work that you're possibly still processing in your life, you have to forgive yourself for not showing up. What do I mean about that? Meaning that everything in your particular life, the challenges, the things that wanted to come and to put what you call the mistakes in your particular journey to make you feel like that life is up right now, your timing is up. Forgive yourself for not being present. Forgive yourself for not having the power that you felt like at the time that you didn't have, because you didn't have any strength at that time. Good morning, friend. But I want my friends to know that God is the one that gives you strength, okay? Even when you don't have strength. God is that motivator. God is that divine spirit, okay, that lives within inside of you. So forgive yourself, because if God has forgiven you, why is you holding on to everything else that will not forgive you? Whenever, something want to hold and attach itself to you and the authority that God has given you and the power to forgive. And I love talking about this forgiveness phase, because in life and in this journey, just because now you're being present in life and you're understanding and you're doing the inner work and you are using the tools that is being given to you by God, knowing how to walk in victory, knowing how to walk in the spirit of peace, light, and love, knowing how to rediscover yourself and to know that if God forgive you, then nobody else, okay, can be attached upon your spirit to whereby if they don't forgive you, that's their business, okay? If they find any fault in you, that's their business. If they are comparing your life, that's their business from their own eye lenses, because all of us have the inner work that we came here to do, purpose-filled, to live in this journey in peace, light, and love. And I want to come with this particular scripture that fell on my particular heart and soul and everything. And it's from Isaiah, from the book, Isaiah, the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, and it says in verse 29, okay, for those that have ears to hear, he giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increaseth strength. So if it is God that is giving power unto you, friend, okay, that feel like that there is no power, and if he is giving you the ability to increase your strength and everything, you have to understand that showing up for yourself this day, you can forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for any stronghold, strong tide, okay, of energy that is trying to stay connected to your life. If you don't believe in yourself and if you don't know how to release those things from off of your life, they will constantly be challenges. They will constantly carry itself with voices and with wings, trying to give attachment to your particular life and everything. I can talk about this subject and I can talk about this particular matter because I understand the power of forgiveness. I understand, those particular demonologies and demons that tries to live and rent space in individual life for a life journey and a lifetime. and decades. I understand how words can be powerful if you have no strength. I understand how words itself try to form and now try to put a picture and try to become cloth with what you call bones, like in the Ezekiel book and book of 37. Can these dry bones live? You have to speak to those particular bones that was once existing in your particular life, that tried to basically wage war with your mindset, tried to speak foolishness unto you. If God has given you the power in your particular life to understand that your inner work is victory for you, it looks good on you. Individuals that is not doing the inner work, individuals that does not what you call walk with the light in them, they will not be able to receive, okay, this particular message, nor you and the power and the strength and the new identity that God has given you. They will always carry what you call fleeting words. I remember what you did and look at you now. But God work in the secret places and silently. And the reason why God work in the secret places and silently, because that's where he find the souls that really want to do that inner work. The inner work is a beautiful thing when you can take an opportunity, okay, and basically to accept yourself right where you're at. It all begins with you. It all begins with saying, you know, Lord, I forgive myself. Or you speaking saying, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for not showing up for me. I forgive myself for allowing the things, okay, to try to come and speak death sentences over my life, a death of words upon my journey. I forgive my particular self. I forgive myself in the areas that on moments in time when I did not have no strength. I forgive myself. But I am thankful at this particular time for the victory that God has given me. When you realize that power that rests within you, you'll begin to see the glory of the living God. The spirit that lives within you is for you. It is free. It was given to you, okay, before you was even born, but it became a choice and a will. When you showed up in this earthly realm, you made the choice to say, how would you walk in it, okay? What is your connection? How will your alignment be in this earthly realm, okay? How do you show up for yourself? You made the choice. For anybody that needs to have some redirection, okay, of restoring their mindset back to the basic whereby God himself, you know, created you and formed you with that beautiful mindset. Only thing that I can do is advise my friends, you take that opportunity. If you need a counselor, if you need a therapist, if you need individuals to pray for you, you know, a mentor, those individuals that mean you well in life, not the ones that's sitting on the corner, you know, and I got to say this much, not the ones that's scrolling on your page, not the one that is throwing rocks, okay, at your particular glass house, okay, that is being broken or shattered because you didn't forgive yourself. But you have to choose individuals, okay, that understand in this life journey, this too shall pass. Because if you keep on living the same forgiveness that you walking with, you'll be able now to grab hands with other individuals that need that particular, you know, compassion and that grace and mercy. Grace and mercy is a divine, what you call, capability that only God fulfill individuals with grace and mercy. Only God do it. You cannot obtain it on your own and things. It is a God-given thing to understand the compassion that God gives out in this particular world. But one thing I will say, friends, one thing I will say is that forgiveness, when I say forgiveness, is powerful because it's a daily walk that your friend Gigi have to do. I have to submit myself unto God daily about walking in forgiveness. Okay, God, how do you, want me to show up? How do you want me to deal with the matter? I have to walk in the power to forgive. But walking in the power to forgive, let's talk about this. It does not make you a individual the whereabout that you are just going to lay down and let a person mistreat you, let a person speak to you. Remember, you have shown up for yourself. You will not allow an individual to come into your space now to bombard you, okay, with the things that you have worked on. You will not allow a person, okay, to have their particular way with their own issues and how they feel. Because if they feel a certain way about you, that's their inner work that they got to work on. Because if I'm so much walking around, okay, with how I I feel about a person and it's no earthly good and no spiritual good, tell me where and what good is it doing for my particular soul. So the power of forgiveness frees you from the poison and the toxin, okay, that the devil himself would not tell you the truth, okay, about being what you call and the entrapment, okay, in that particular area in your life. So when you are now positioned to forgive yourself because you didn't show up for your life, take it, and count it all joy that God reminded you that he has given you the power and that he have increased your strength. You have everything that you need to do what you need to do. Don't let nobody tell you this is just talk, 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 talk. No, this is real talk. This is truthfulness. One thing I understand about the enemy, the devil always come to kill, to steal, and to destroy. Let me repeat that again. The devil always come to kill, to steal, and to destroy. Because if the enemy wants to kill you, he'll first start operating with your thoughts and your mindset and taking away that power to forgive. That is a blessing for your life. But if the enemy cannot kill you, then he will try to come and steal from you by lurking, having monitoring spirits, by teaming up, okay, with the individual with foul attitudes, with individuals that think that they may know you, but they don't, with them lying spirits, with anything that they have created, okay, from the pit that they live in. It's a pit, okay, that the power of unforgiveness live in. And that pit can be different souls that is manifesting the negativity things, okay, that is not even of God and everything. Don't let nobody fool you, or don't even join those particular forces that's trying to convince you it is cool to sit around and to gossip, but then you can't pray. If it's cool to gossip, then after the gossip, then how can we pray? See, it's a balance when you gossip. How do we go about now to help an individual? If you're going to gossip, gossip in a positive way so that God can get the fruit of the Spirit from out of your life. I am sharing some wisdom, okay, with the friends that need to understand that, listen, if God have put legacy in your life, let your legacy live. If God have put blessings in your life, let your blessings live. You share this information with your children so that it can be passed down with their children and their children and everything. Because if you're not a light in this particular earthly realm and everything showing up for your particular self, excuse me, friend, how do you think now that the goodness, okay, of what God created in you, how do you think it live within your kids? Even if you portray one thing in front of them as you being perfect, but if you're not passing the right deeds and the right things from your own spiritual mindset, okay? Because kids can feel energy and everything. Kids understand, in a perfect time and in space in their life and things. They understand right from wrong, even if they get into puberty stage. Then when they begin to grow in their own strength, God still give them grace and mercy if they were not what you call raised in a home that had no foundation and all, because God understand that he got those individuals in this particular life that is assigned as friends, that is assigned as encourager, that is assigned as those individuals that will mentor you, that will encourage you, that will pray for you. Remember earlier this week, friends, I said, if you don't have some prophetic friends in your life that know how to look, okay, into your particular life as if it was a deck of cards, okay? And if God was dealing the deck out and he was basically explaining those particular deck of cards upon your life and upon your journey. It's a spiritual gift when you're prophetic gifted and when you can basically look and gleam into the information that God have upon individuals' life. It's a spiritual gift, okay, when you know that you are setting aside your body and your temple, because you know now this particular spiritual gift, it comes with work. And the work is the inner work. You always have to keep yourself clean with forgiveness. If you're a gangster like myself in spiritual warfare, you definitely have to keep yourself cleansed up, because junk is always trying to show up in your particular life, whether or not it's email, whether or not it's through DM, which I don't check none of them anyway, the DMs and all of that, per social media, so if anybody's sending me stuff that way, just know I don't check them, because you know what? I guard my particular heart. But what I am saying is that, that if friend, that you are in this particular journey knowing that you are alike divinely, that God have purpose filled you, and that you know that you got a gift in your particular life, especially the prophetic gift. That prophetic gift is something else. That prophetic gift, know, that God is the one that have blessed them with the prophetic gift, the prophetic gift of the wisdom, knowledge, and information. Remember, I said it's good to have some individuals with that wisdom and that knowledge and everything, because that's a gift within itself, and it can be prophetic. Because when you want some information or advice from an individual that is connected to your particular inner circle that God have blessed you with, those particular individuals are assigned to your life not to mislead you but to guide you. Then you have those individuals that is on spiritual warfare territory that understand the demonology of the assignment and everything. And you have those individuals that can tell you the spirit, the assignment, and the territory and the weakness that it have and what it's traveling with. You have those individuals that move with the particular gift that God have blessed them with. You also have those particular individuals that will stand on the post on your behalf, that will call your name daily, that is standing in the gap for you because they understand the gift that God have blessed them with. You just have them individuals that'll pray, that don't have no problem with praying, because to be prayerful and to be in a meditative state, okay, because you're choosing now, okay, to forgive yourself and to show up in your life. It's a blessing when you can connect up with those friends to encourage you and to tell you that, listen, everything is okay in your particular life because God said so. It's just a blessing to be around powerful friends that understand right alignment. Right alignment is aligning yourself up with God and what God got to say about your life. When God speak life into your life, and when he give you power, okay, and when he give you, the understanding of your destiny, of your spirit-filled life, your particular present right now could be all about just being a good mother, okay, right now in this present and in this time, or a good father. That could be on your life right now, to where about God is just saying the only thing you need to do is just show up. Show up and be the best that you can be. Take the small, simple things, okay, and be there, because kids, alone, they just want to see the love that you're offering and everything. And along with that, God is always supplying. Be the best that you can be. Show up. Some of my friends, even, just like myself being a grandmother, I am assigned to know that, listen, I have an open space in my particular life that we're about, listen, Lord, I will be the best of who I am at this present and particular time as that particular grandmother, because grandmothers walk with the insight and the wisdom to be a better person for the next generation and everything. And if you are walking in this particular season as a grandmother, and if you're learning from your grandchildren right now, and if you can see the ways to change for the things that you may miss out in your children's life, count it all joy, because now God has given you the opportunity, to be the best that you need to be, especially, okay, if that door is open with you to have a relationship with your beautiful grandchildren. Have that particular, relationship that whereby you are showing up to be positive and everything. Those old things that was in you need not to be showing up when you are what you call being present for your particular grandkids that God have blessed you with, because it is a different you right now. That's why you may hear sometimes your children say, dog, you doing something totally different from what you did with us, because see, when you were in that old suit, you was moving different, and it's okay, because you were learning some things. You were going through life. Everybody, okay, done went through something in life. Whether or not they testify about it or whether or not they keep it secret, every soul that is living in this earthly realm have had some type of force of challenge that tried to challenge them and who they are. Show up for your life and to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for not being present. In the present time, like right now, tell God thank you. In the present time, give God all of the glory. Tell God that, Lord, I forgive myself for not being present. I forgive myself for holding on to the things that was just unnecessarily. I forgive myself, God, for the things that I was just too hard on myself. God, I forgive myself because even when you was trying to teach me, I was missing the mark. Forgive yourself, okay? And walk in victory. Know that God loves you. The only thing that you need to understand is that God loves you. But now let me say something. Now I got to bring it full circle here for the dirty and raggedy souls that's out there. If you don't get your soul together, and if you don't want it to be a choice in your particular life to live holy, to live sanctified in the eyes of the Lord, and everything, and that meaning being in right alignment, okay? I'll just say that much. Because none of us are in the position to say that, listen, we don't have things that don't need to be worked out in our particular life and things. We all are here being perfect fields. But for the individuals that don't want to do the inner work and that don't want to show up to the present of the right now, of what God is being compassionate for in your life, I'm going to say that's your business. But now don't go causing trouble for the individuals that's doing that particular inner work. And even if you do, just understand these words. No weapon that shall form against them that you are trying to prosper upon with your dirty, raggedy soul, it shall not work. Everything has been reversed. Everything has basically is been reversed because God understands the measure of their faith and the prayers and the intercessors and the prayer warriors that is assigned to their particular life and everything, and now the words that they're speaking upon their life. Everything is working full circle to where about now, if you want to know why things are kind of messing up in your life, I'm talking to the raggedy soul right now. It's because karma is taking effect in your particular life. Now, you may not want to hear this, but how do you get rid of karma? How do you get rid of them things that's pressing upon your life? And you know they is. It ain't no time to lie. That means you got to look at your life and you got to realize I sowed some dirty seeds. I was not right. And I need to take the opportunity to do this inner work. I forgive myself for sowing those particular seeds that weren't even unnecessary. See, when you show up in life like this, it take a gangster prayer warrior to really to get it through to some people. Not this particular individual, that is trying to be perfect, but a gangster prayer warrior saying, listen, I ain't got nothing to lose, no other than I'm just living for the Lord right now. Period. And it ain't nothing that the devil that seeks and look low, okay, in them low areas, in them dirty places, in them trenches. It ain't nothing that the devil can do, okay, no other than walk around with gasoline underwear on, okay, saying, do you got a light? Do you got a match? Okay, because I'm trying to create a story here. The only thing that the adversary can do right now is basically surrender their particular soul unto God and just show up and forgive yourself. It's a blessing when you can show up for life. And this is honesty now. When you know that your life have not been right, you can show up now and say, Lord, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for taking advantage of the truth what you were speaking unto me. I forgive myself for not being present because you have always supported me. You have always been that real standing truth in my life. I forgive myself. And saying that, friend, let us take a moment and send out the energy unto this world to whereby it will press upon the individual. Your timing is running what you call short. There is no what you call forever and everlasting thing in this earthly realm. It is temporarily. So forgive yourself quickly and immediately to whereby God can get all the glory, okay? What you trying to prove and who you trying to prove it to, okay? It really don't make a difference when you look at your life and when you know you showing up. The power to forgive. Let it rest heavily upon each individual life, whether or not you already is in the light and you're doing the work, or whether or not, even if you're not, if your soul is dirty and raggedy. And for those who don't like me to say it like this, like I said, I'm a gangster prayer warrior that believe in the power of prayer. What is a gangster prayer warrior? One that will pray and one would not bow down, okay, unto what the adversary, until what the powers of darkness is speaking over my life, okay, or over any of my friends' life, and that understand that, listen, you have struggled long enough, okay, with that demon trying to take the power from you, okay? There is no more struggles in your life in that particular area. Your mindset belongs to God. You are, okay, the apple of God's eye. Oh, God, I thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. The question is, what are you planning in the other person's life? Yes, but in order to plan in somebody's life, friend, you got to be planning in your life by beginning with the power to forgive. If you don't forgive yourself, it begins there. If you don't forgive, your particular outcome in life and everything that you done went through, you can't move any farther, because now your testimony will travel with darkness. So you're right in that, perspective, with a little bit more understanding. What are you planning in the other person's life? If a person can see the light in you, even if you gangster with the power of prayer or with the word or with your affirmation and everything, then that's how they know the seed, okay? That's how they know your flower, how it's blooming, okay? That's how they know, who you are. Not because you walk around saying I'm a gangster, but because your authority, of being what you call in the prayer warrior, area, and in your meditation and things, just having the power to know that I give no space to the devil. I give no space to the adversary. So when the enemy come into your space, even when they talk, you already know your connection with individuals. Because see, one thing about, going to the next level of meditation and showing up for your life and forgiving yourself, your circle of individuals, it will be what you call sacred enough to God have identified those individuals, and whatever that is basically being discussed in that particular area, you would know the leak. That's why I say, get you some friends that is trustworthy in the eyes of God according to the Lord's will. Now, if and oh, come on, seem like God want me to chase this rabbit. If you've been in the world and of the world, okay, like all of us have, including myself, you can't put those same friends in your life if they still in the world on demon time. Because see, they're not prophetic connected, with a clean heart, how you're operating right now. I'm not saying God can't change them, but the prophetic gift now needs some cleansing and everything. They're not connected how you connected. It's God prophetic gift, okay, that comes in and shows up as a warrior, okay? As that gangster spirit that lives within you. Because one thing about God, God's spirit does not lie. And on that note, friends, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. How this channel is supported is by you showing up and things, and how you are just, constantly, being a blessing, unto, the channel by thumbsing it up. I appreciate you. I really do. My friends say friends with Gigi, say it loud, say it proud, okay? Yes. I'm saying yes, yes, making sure. Amen. I count it a blessing to be a grandmother of one. Amen. Amen. Yes, grandmothers have a beautiful light upon their life and everything, especially when you understand, who you are, who you are. All right, friends, I'm just going through the message. Thank you so much. Remember, always keep your hands in God's hands and allow God to continue to bless you at all times. I appreciate my friends from showing up this week from Monday to this particular Friday and everything. Remember to keep your notifications on. If you need to go and look back at any other videos, please do so. God is still processing in my particular life, and the processing comes with me growing and evolving each and every day. But the power of forgiveness, pray for me as well as I pray for you on this journey. Peace, light, and love to everyone. Blessings and power unto you. I love you, and God love you more. Thank you so much.